Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video I'm just going to film a little get ready with me. Now I have already done my eyebrows and primed my eyelids, but yeah, I'm just getting ready to go and do a food shop. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get glammed up today. I'm going to get glammed up for Tesco's. But yeah, I'm going to try something different today. I normally do my eye makeup first, but today I am going to do my skin first because I want to try out, because normally I do my, if I'm wearing eyeshadow, I do my eye makeup first. And the reason I do that is because, like, when you get fallout and stuff, you don't have to kind of redo all your hard work like with your foundation and concealer. You can just kind of wipe it off. But I'm going to try a different technique today and I want to see how I get on with it. So yeah, that is what we are doing today. I am using, I haven't even told you what I'm using. For foundation, I'm using my Mcgrath Skin Fetish foundation, and this is in medium 15. And I will link down below, like, everything that I use and the colours. But yeah, how are we all? I've just been watching this new series on Netflix called, oh, what's it called? It's called Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. I think that's the name of it. And it's really good. Like, I love a murder documentary. Anything to do with like murder and crime documentaries. I'm like all over it. So yeah, I started watching that last night and I'm on episode, I think I'm on episode 3 now. So yeah, I'll probably finish that by this evening. But yeah, if you haven't seen it and you like true crime series, then go and check it out. I feel like it's quite a well-known like hotel for things like murders and stuff like that in LA, but I'd never heard of it until obviously it was on Netflix. But yeah, I've heard, like, I've seen a lot of people on like social media and stuff just saying like how like there's been a lot of different crimes and stuff that have happened there. But yeah, it's very good. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my Mcgrath, oh, what's the name? Sublime Perfection Concealer Corrector. And this is in the colour L7. I'm just going to use this to highlight. I'm going to put a little bit under my eyes. And then all the usual places. So a little bit on my chin, forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and then I just do a line across my cheek. And to blend that out, I am going to use my beauty sponge. I'm going to do a little bit of cream contouring today, which I haven't done in a little while, just because I normally do cream contouring when I'm going like out, but I thought, why not? So I'm going to use my NARS contour stick, and I will, like I said, I'll link down below like everything that I'm using. I'm just going to use this to contour my face ever so slightly. Yeah, I just feel like I really wanted to do like full face of makeup today, because I feel like, obviously, what brush am I looking for? I feel like, obviously, because of the situation that we're in at the moment, like, I just feel like I never do my makeup and never get full glam anymore. So I thought today, why not go all out? Why not get full glam for nothing? Get ready for nothing. Yeah, I'm going to do a food shop and stuff today, so I've got to get some bits in. And I don't know what I want to have for dinner tonight either. Need some inspiration. See, I'm just I'm just blending out that contour with my MAC 164 brush. And actually, it's really weird because when I got this brush, I wasn't a massive fan of it. Like, I didn't really like it. And then, I don't know, I just started using it. I think the brush that I normally used for like cream contouring and stuff, I don't think I could find it, or it was dirty, but I don't know, for some reason I couldn't use it. And I just use this one, and I actually, you know, once you use it, I'm like, actually, why didn't I like you? So yeah, that's what I'm using today. Blend it out nicely. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost. And I'm just going to use this to brighten up the face a little bit. And I feel like I've got so many like empty MAC stuff to bring in for the back to MAC, what do you call it? Is it their back to, is it called a scheme? Like, you know when you bring your empties in and then you get a free lipstick? I've got like 20 empties and I just keep them in a little bag. So yeah, I'm waiting to bring those back. And I could do with some new lipsticks, to be fair. But yeah, that one's almost running out. And I'm just going to blend that in with the same beauty sponge that I used earlier. I cleaned all of my, well, not all of them, but I cleaned like a lot of my makeup brushes yesterday. And some of my brushes, like, I'll clean them like for ages, like really thoroughly, but it's like the brushes, like the actual hairs on the brush are like stained, so they don't actually look clean. Well, that's only with my foundation brushes really, but yeah, it doesn't matter how much I clean them, they never look like fresh, like they're new again. I don't know if it's because of like the brush cleaner I use or how I clean them, because I've used a few different techniques. Like I've used like hand wash, like anti-bac hand wash, and then a little bit of oil so that it doesn't go thingy. I've used shampoo, like baby shampoo. I really like baby shampoo. I've used actual professional like makeup brush cleaner. I've tried washing washing detergent, and yeah, nothing seems to work on it for some reason. So if anyone has any tips on how to get your brushes like clean and the stains out of the actual hairs of the brush, let me know, because your girl is struggling. And then I'm just going to go back in with my foundation brush. I haven't got any extra foundation on this, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of like my contour and my highlight, so it all blends in nicely. Okay, and now we are going to go in with setting powder, and to set this in place I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder, and this is in the shade Banana. And I'm just going to use this to bake my face. For bronzer, I'm going to use my Ciate London bronzer, and this is in the shade Palm Island. I'm just going to go in with a big fluffy brush and just contour my face a little bit and bronze it up. Now I'm going to move on to eyes, and today I'm going to be using this MAC palette, and this palette is called MAC Art Library Nude Model. So I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush. This is a MAC 217, and I'm going to go in with this shade, and I am just going to apply this to my crease. And this is going to be like our transition shade. I feel like I want to do more of like a matte kind of eye look today, because I always do, well, I wouldn't say I do a shimmery eye look, but I always do like I always have a shimmer shade kind of in there, like especially on the lid or on like the centre. Okay, that is all blended out nicely. Now I am going to go in with a darker shade and more of a precise kind of brush. Go in with this shade right here, which is called Les Artistes, and I am just going to use this in in the outer corner of my eye. Then I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush we used earlier with no extra product, and I'm just going to use it just to blend out the edges of that darker shade. Now with a flat brush, I'm going to apply just the tiniest amount of concealer just to cut out my crease ever so slightly, which I very rarely do this, but I feel like because I want to do a matte kind of look, I want the matte shade that I'm going to use to like be really bright. So I'm going to see if this is going to work, because it might not work. And I'm just going to apply this to the inner corner and just cut out the crease, just the tiniest bit. Okay, now that is looking a lot brighter. So to set that concealer in place, I'm going to go in with this nice kind of pinky nude shade. I'm just going to go in with that shade, and I'm just going to use that to like set the concealer in place. And I feel like, because I'm using like a matte shade, like normally I would use like a shimmer shade to this part of like my eye look. I feel like because I'm using the matte shade, I feel like that concealer just really helps make it like pop, so you can really notice it. Because sometimes when you use matte shades as like a highlighter, I suppose, you don't like, it's a bit dull, like you can't see it as much, or at least I find I can't see it as much. To help blend that out, I'm going to go back in with that Les Artistes shade that we used earlier on the same kind of dense brush. And I'm just applying the smallest amount. And I'm just kind of bringing it forward just a little bit, and kind of on that lid as well. Just to help diffuse the colours so that they all kind of blend in with each other. And then I'm going to go back in with my MAC 217 brush and that other shade that we use, which is Go Lightly. And again, just the tiniest bit extra product, and I'm just going to kind of go over the edges of that darker shade. Okay, so I think that's all pretty much blended out. Now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to mix the Go Lightly and the Les Artistes shades together. And I'm just going to apply this to my lower lash line. And I'm going to bring it all the way in, almost to a point. I'm just going to leave the very inner corner kind of blank, because I'm going to use that shade that we used on our lids for the inner corner. And then I'm going to go in with that same brush, and I'm just going to apply it into that nudie pink shade, and I'm just going to use that on the very inner corner of the lower lash line. Okay, now that we've done that, I am going to take... It's very strange because if I'm not wearing lashes, I very rarely do eyeliner if I'm just going to use mascara, which I only tend to wear false lashes if I'm going out. I wouldn't really wear them just day to day. But I think today I'm going to do a little bit of an eyeliner, but I'm going to use eyeshadow. I'm going in with this super dark shade here. It's just this shade right here. And I'm going to... I might mix, I don't know, we'll see how I get on. This could ruin the whole look because I don't normally do this, but we'll see. I'm just going to apply it where I would apply, ooh, straight in my eye. I'm just going to apply it where I would normally apply if I was wearing eyeliner, where I'd apply that. I think I'm just going to do it just on the outer corners of my eye. Now I am going to apply eyeliner, and I'm going to use this really pretty nude kind of shade, and it is by Rimmel, and it's in 005 Nude, and I'm just going to apply this to my waterline. So the eyes are pretty much done, so I'm going to finish off the rest of my face makeup, and I'm going to just start by removing this baking powder that we applied, and I think that technique has worked quite well because any fallout that I did have has just kind of wiped off with that powder. So maybe I'll start using this technique now and not always doing my eye makeup first. And then I am going to go in with a stippling brush which has no product on it, and I just do this all over the face just to blend the powder and the bronzer together so there's no harsh lines. I'm going to go back in with another bronzer, and I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Pro Fusion, and I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques bronzing brush. And I like this bronzing brush because it's got the point. It's really good for like if you want a really precise kind of contour look. I'm just going to apply this just a little bit over where we applied the bronzer earlier, and I always use like 2 bronzers. I don't know why, I just feel like I get a better kind of finish, like it gives it more like depth and dimension, I feel, so that's what I do. Okay, so that is bronzer pretty much done. Now we are going to move on to blush, and for blush today I'm going to use this little blush palette that I have, and it's by Vegas Nay, and the colours are really pretty, and I'm just going to use this darker shade here. I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going to move on to highlighter, and I'm going to use a little bit of this Bobbi Brown like highlighter stick, and I'm just going to put the tiniest bit onto my finger, and I'm just going to pat this onto anywhere that I'm going to put my powder highlighter. I'm going to go in with highlighter, and I'm just going to use my MAC Whisper of Guilt, and I'm just using this on just a standard like fan highlighting brush. And then I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty highlighter palette, and I'm just going to use the darkest shade, and I'm going to use that same stippling brush that I used a minute ago. I'm just going to apply this like bronzing shade just all over, well not all over, but where I kind of applied my bronzer. Okay, so that is the face more or less done, and to set it all in place I'm going to use my Iconc Prep Set and Glow spray. That just helps set it all in place. Now we're going to go back to the eyes. I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara. I'm just going to use my YSL one for this, and I'm just going to coat all of my lashes. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Benefit Gimme Brow, and I'm just going to lightly go over my eyebrows just to get out any kind of powder or anything. Last but not least, it's time for lips. I'm going to go in with my MAC Forks and my Olivia Palermo, I never know how to say her name, in the colour Truffle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my MAC one to line my lips almost, because I'm not going to use a lip liner today. And I'm just going to put it just where I would put lip liner if I was using lip liner. is a lot pinker than I remember it being, but it's fine, we will work with it. And then I'm going to put that Truffle shade in the centre. And that is the makeup done. I'm just going to take my rollers out and I will be back. Okay guys, this is the finished look, a nice soft matte eye look. I'm very happy with how it come out. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click like, subscribe, join my YouTube family, and I will see you next time.